Do you hear it? The news drills into your head every day. Rising heat, melting ice, floods, trade wars, the threat of World War III, and artificial intelligence slipping out of control. A future so restless that even the most optimistic must admit it reeks of uncertainty. But to me, Loki, the god of trickery and chaos, it's nothing but an old game repeating. The nightmares you fear today were already written 1,000 years ago. The Vikings called it Ragnarok. What if the end of the world isn't just a distant fantasy, but a mirror reflecting your deepest fears? This ancient prophecy is not a dead legend. It holds a shocking psychological power, shaping how mankind faces chaos and clings to hope in 2025. So prepare yourselves, for I shall lead you into the depths of your own subconscious from a perspective you have never seen before. Ragnarok. You think it was just a legend to lull those savage Vikings through long winter nights. Wrong. It is a mirror reflecting humanity's most primal fear, that order will shatter and everything familiar will vanish. In that prophecy, the sun turns to darkness, the sky splits apart, and the oceans rise to swallow the land. Fenrir, the monstrous wolf, devours Odin himself, the god you believe to be the wisest. Jormungandr, the world serpent, wraps around the earth, spewing venom that chokes the heavens and the ground. And Thor, the so-called hero you praise, falls too, his chest burning with poison until his final breath. Do you see? This is not merely a tale of gods and monsters. It is the human instinct written into poetry, the terror of a collapsing world, of parents brought low, of heroes dying like insects. And I, Loki, the one who mocks fate, the one who survives among the ruins, know this. Ragnarok was never the end. It is mankind's confession that you tremble before the darkness, yet still cling to the belief that after destruction, something new will rise. You think Ragnarok is over. Look around. You've rebuilt it with your own clumsy hands. In the old days, the oceans rose and swallowed the land. Today, the ice melts and the seas rise, sweeping away cities you thought would last forever. In the old days, Fenrir broke his chains and devoured Odin. Today, the machines you call artificial intelligence are slipping free of control, challenging even those who believe themselves the wisest. In the old days, gods fought until the skies burned red. Today, nations drown in division, raising trade barriers and beating the drums of a new world war.
You don't need Fenrir. You don't need Jormungandr. You don't need Surtur. You have become your own monsters. Yet you still pretend to be surprised, still tremble whenever you hear the word crisis. You've watched Ragnarok in movies, played it in survival games, written it into apocalyptic scripts on the big screen. But when it creeps into reality, you scream that you were unprepared. Pathetic. Humanity has always known Ragnarok was coming. You simply never had the courage to call it by its true name. Do not despair. Ragnarok was never just a tale of destruction. It is also a song of survival, of the small ones who rise when even the greatest gods have fallen. When Odin was swallowed by Fenrir, Vidar, the son no one spoke of, tore the wolf's jaws apart in vengeance. When Thor suffocated on Jormungandr's venom, Modi, the forgotten heir, carried Mjolnir into a new age. When the sun was snuffed out by black smoke, a new sun was born from the ashes to light a remade sky. Do you see? Behind the blood and fire, there has always been a hidden promise that darkness is only the prelude to another dawn. And today, you write the same chapter yourselves, dreaming of renewable energy as the world runs dry, building sustainable cities when the old ones crumble, clinging to visions of technology as salvation, even when technology spreads fear. You call it innovation. I laugh and call it the Phoenix game. Die, reborn, die again, reborn again. A cycle without end. How amusing. In this game, humanity is both fragile and resilient. Fragile because you never dare to face collapse head-on, but resilient because you always stitch together hope from the very ruins you create. But I know this, your hope is nothing more than a mask, a fragile defense to hide the truth that you are too weak before chaos. When facing the end, some deny it. It won't be that bad. Some flee, burying themselves in entertainment, pretending the world is still calm. Some surrender. It's fate. Humans can't change anything. And only a few step forward, building bunkers, hoarding food, clinging desperately to survival. Do you see? Because you cannot bear uncertainty, you cling to stories like Ragnarok. They give you a frame, an illusion of order within chaos that defies understanding. Better to believe the world will collapse according to plan than to admit your own hands are the true culprit. I have always known. Your apocalypse was never born from monsters or gods. It comes from your fear devouring you from within. So listen well. Ragnarok was never just an ancient tale. It is the blueprint for how mankind faces what is vast and terrifying. You have only two paths. One, sit and tremble. Let fear pull the strings until it swallows you whole. Two, rise, step into the darkness, and choose to rewrite the cycle yourself. Understand this, Ragnarok is not an ending. It is a rhythm. Every collapse only opens the door to a new beginning. You may deny it, you may delay it, but in the end, you must accept. Destruction and rebirth always walk together. And I, Loki, the seed sower of chaos, the one who laughs at fate, will always be there, watching. Just to remind you, if you lack the courage to write the next chapter, then I will do it for you.